Police Department. All of our agents are currently helping other customers. Please stay on the line for the next available agent. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Thank you.
Missoula Police Department, this is Ashley.
Yes, Officer Ethan Smith, please.
Can I tell him who's calling?
John Ulrich.
John what?
Ulrich.
Okay, one moment.
Thank you.
Hi, Mr. Ulrich. This is Ethan Smith. How are you?
Oh, I'm all right.
So, Mr. Ulrich, I discovered I just got off the phone with the owner of the trailer park, Mr. Lauren.
Uh-huh.
I finally tracked him down. All right, so first of all, I went to District and Justice Court this morning, and I looked up, researched your name and Mr. Lauren's, and there was no lawsuits in either court. I found out why that was the case, though. Mr. Lauren's last name is actually Loran. He filed the lawsuit against your girlfriend, Marcy Hammond,
Yes.
who's the owner of the trailers. As I understand it, you're not the actual owner. It's owned by Marcy, right?
Well, we owned them together, but they weren't in my name. And it was not purposeful or anything. It was just done that way. And
Sure. Well, that's understandable.
And that's why I'm so upset that they were able to take my property off the grounds, because I'm not named in any lawsuit.
No, I understand. Well, Mr. Ulrich, here's what Mr. Lauren told me. You've basically abandoned those trailers, and he said the judgment was last September, right?
No.
So, he said the judgment was finished last September. So, basically the situation is he freely admits that Marcy owns the trailers, and as you already know, he has already rented one of those out. And basically his line of reasoning is you've abandoned the trailers. He's asked you repeatedly to remove them from the property, and
No.
you guys haven't done that.
No, he's never asked us to remove them from the property. See, this is the problem. You're getting the case from Officer Corbett. Officer Corbett was told that they were given to Goodwill or Salvation Army, that Jim Loran never had or never wanted title on them. And my story has been, this is what he does. This is his modus operandi. He gives the houses to Christopher Phelps. Christopher Phelps does a little fix-up to them. They sell them and turn them, and Christopher makes a profit. That's why Christopher has sabotaged my sale deals at every point and every turn.
Well, Christopher hasn't done anything to sabotage this, Mr. Ulrich.
Yes, he has.
But what is your
Yes.
game plan? What is yours and Marcy's game plan? He sued you apparently for not paying the fees that you would owe him, the lot fees, but your trailers are still sitting on his property, so what is he supposed to do?
Okay, I own those trailers now. I'm an injured third party. I was never named in any lawsuits or anything. He had a chance to put my name on the lawsuit and didn't.
He says that Marcy is actually the owner of the trailers, and that's why you weren't named in the lawsuit.
Okay, but now the trailers are titled in my name, so how am I not an injured third party?
Well, were the titles in your name during the lawsuit period?
They were on November 4th. They were moved to my name.
Okay, he said the lawsuit was resolved in September. So, John, all right, let's assume for the sake of argument those trailers are now registered in your name. What's your game plan?
I'm trying to sell them. I've been trying to sell them for a year and a half, and every step, Christopher Phelps has ruined my sale deals. I actually have him admitting on tape in a video right in front of Officer Corbett that he did that on behalf of Jim Loran.
But, Mr. Ulrich, you have these trailers on the property. Are you just under the impression that you can leave them there until you sell them?
No.
It's not your property. You need to haul them somewhere.
Yeah, and the thing is, back in July, they were sold to a woman named Chris Sager from Florida. And she traveled all the way up here, and the night before she got here, Christopher Phelps broke into the houses. That was the contact to Officer Corbett. When Chris looked at the houses and they were broken into, she says, I don't feel safe here. I'm backing out of this deal. I got emails from her from May saying she's going to buy both of those houses together.
Mr. Ulrich, I'm not going to whether I'm going to assume for the sake of argument that you now are the legal owner of those trailers. I'm saying you can't just keep them parked there until you sell them. You have to call them somewhere.
If you read the law, it says that he has to inventory everything he picks up off the ground and put it in safe storage for me to pay. Then he has to park the trailer somewhere where I pay the debt on them, but he stores them if I can't afford to move them. In no way does it ever give him the right to rent them out or take them legally from me. Now, my pull-behind trailer has nothing to do with any of this, and that was a crime.
That one we have documented. It was, and I also spoke to him about that. You mean the homemade one? Is
Yep.
that what you're talking about?
How does that figure in his property? It was never titled to him or to Marcy.
I know, but he said that the health department and the fire department were constantly badgering him about that homemade trailer because it was filled with trash and it was a fire hazard.
It was not filled with trash. It had empty garbage cans in it.
Okay, well, he said it just filled with debris. Finally, he had to clean up the property.
Here's my problem, Officer Smith. You take everything that James Lauren says as the gospel truth, and you take everything that I say and you diminish it into nothingness.
Actually, no, I'm taking your word for it that you own the trailers, and there's no evidence of that, and I haven't seen any evidence. I'm just taking your word for it.
Yeah, I know, because I told everybody.
I'm saying, what is the bigger issue here? You're under the impression that you can just leave these two trailers on his property for months or years at a time until you sell them, and that's just not. You can't do that. So
okay, so where does the city do evictions? When do they deal with evictions? Show me this.
We don't.
You don't. So what are you dealing with this eviction for?
Because you called us.
No, I called the county, and then they said, well, they're out of the city. And you guys jumped right in, and you're holding this in your hand going, this ain't right. And, you're lying to me, sir, because Ariana Adams got a copy of the document from James Lauren back in November. And it says... Okay. It says that he says here it gives him the property. It did not. Now you're saying it was abandoned. So his lawyer lied, made a false statement to a police officer. What do you say about that?
Nothing, Mr. Ulrich. I'm just getting all the different sides of the
story. So
here.
the lawyer can commit a crime, but I can't.
You keep calling us to complain about this trailer issue. Basically, you have two trailers on Skyview Trailer Court, Mr. Lauren's property.
Yep.
That if they belong to you, you can't just keep them there.
Well, if they belong to me, how can he just rent them out?
Well, he did because you haven't done anything.
You're a liar, sir. That's breaking the law. It's a lie. It's a crime. You didn't even call Bonnie at the Department of Revenue. You've never called Annie Cathy at the Treasurer's Office. I've been in contact with both of them. They deal with trailers and evictions all the time, sir. You don't. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Nobody in the city attorney's office knows what the hell they're talking about either. Go read the MCA.
What's your game plan?
I've been trying to sell them sons of bitches since last year, way before the lawsuit ever was entered.
Okay, but you can't. You haven't paid the lot fee, so basically you're just hoping that Mr. Lauren will allow you to keep two trailers on his trailer court.
No, I have paid the lot fees. He rented my house out and took the money. That pays the lot fee. Good for him, yay! He did something a lying lawyer told him to do, and now you guys are backing up the lying lawyer and the lying landlord.
Well, it sounds like they've jumped through all the hoops that they have to.
No, they didn't. You go to Karen Townsend's court. Here it is. Here it is, right here, sir. Cause number DV-14-469. It says nothing about giving those mobile homes up. Not a word.
Yeah, I know, but was the lawsuit filed against your girlfriend, Marcy?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so you're not even a party to this suit, Mr. Ulrich.
I know this. I own the houses now, and he's taking my property.
Where do you want your trailers? What do you want to do with them?
Go read the law. He has to haul them into storage if I can't sell them. He can't just profit from them.
He is holding them in storage. They're being stored on his property.
Yeah, and he's renting them, making a profit from my hard work.
I'm Marcy Hammond, and not once did Mr. Lauren come out and have John sign the two rental property. After my incident with my eye, Mr. Lauren came directly to the house, and he came to this house, 1900 Strand. And I said, Mr. Lauren, do you want John to sign these pieces of paper for the lease agreement for these trailers? He said, no, I don't want him signing them. So he knew that John and I owned both the trailers and everything. John's name's not on the trailers, just my name, and you know that information. No, don't cut me off. Don't cut me off, because I gave you all this time in the world to figure this out, and you guys
6
are
months.
just digging me into a hole, which you guys are going to have to dig out.
We have figured it out, Marcy.
No, you did not figure it out. I'll let you talk. Go ahead.
So you're telling me you still own the trailers?
No. When Mr. Lauren had me, when he came and had the person come and find me and give me the papers to go to court, you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Okay. He only had me on that piece of paper. John and I went as a couple. Miss Townsend saw us, did not talk to John, only talked to me, and Mr. Whatever, Saul, Mr. Wolf, whoever, did not acknowledge John at all. So when Miss Townsend took all that information and did all that, we asked that John was there. No, everything that John said was null and void. And then, so it's like, oh, you're going to be like that. Then we're going to play like your rules. So when I was, when everything came and I found out that I had that information, John and I changed the name on that house. In October, both of them. So whoever signed and paid for the money in on 30 went and what is that? Proacted the tax bill that says
Paid
that
it.
John, yeah, when they paid it, they made
Leonard
it so.
Allen?
Yeah, when he paid it, he made it so that John owed it back in October or November. So his stupidity made it so you guys look like a piece of poo because you guys dug yourselves. You guys helped dig me into a hole with Mr. Lauren, and now John was trying to. When you guys went, I'll explain. When you guys saw that you were not helping me or John in October, and you said, when I prove whoever owns the property, when that person is showed the piece of sale, and I would like to understand how the Department of Revenue, their actual piece of paper, you guys do not acknowledge as a piece of paper from them. We went to the place on Palmer Street, and then the next day, because it was like 5:01 when we got the piece of paper, they were nice enough to let us in there and get it. When we came in the next day, you guys said, oh, no, this isn't a piece of
Just a
paper.
tax document.
This is just nothing. So you
You don't know
guys
what you're doing.
dug me into a hole. You guys dug me into a hole.
You did, sir. You very much did. You turned to Corbett did it, then Maddox did it, then Rosing did it, then oh my God, I could go on and on and on.
And all of the paperwork that you guys have, there's a gentleman, I don't even remember the one that we're talking about, that actually said this is malicious, and he
Corbett.
went and he said, oh well, we got the hold on, don't talk over me. We got the extension cords, and they put them in the back door of 14. So they already started showing that they were in fault. And oh, I thought it was my property, so I was just taking care of it for the
And
landlord.
we've had to do your legwork at every step. Go get the paper to prove it. Go do this. Which court is it in? What person did you talk to? Give me their phone number. You were doing all your legwork, and then you guys have come out and you shit us right in the back. This is just crap. You know damn well Loran does not own those houses. You know damn well his lawyer lied. Ariana Adams took the statement. It's even redacted right there where it says, Miss Hammond apparently has a judgment. So fax me a copy of the judgment, which indicates Mr. Loran has a judgment against Miss Hammond, blank, blank, blank. At this point, it seems Mr. Owen needs a civil remedy to correct this matter. That's in December. Then you all tell me, oh, prove that you own them. We've never not owned them. And what was told to us initially by Officer Corbett was the minute that they failed to prove they had paperwork, he would be arrested for felony burglary. It has not happened, sir, and they've had not arrested David Paddock either. So you tell me, who the hell are you helping?
Mr. Ulrich, can I just
Yeah, make me feel better, motherfucker. Go ahead.
Can we assume that you and Marcy own the trailers? Can we just operate on that assumption?
It's the same goddamn assumption we've run for fucking 15 years.